Hello everybody, this is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com, and today I'm so excited. If you are watching this video on the day that it is released, it is August 3rd, and that means that the new mini catalog is live. Yay! I am so excited for this catalog. Here's the outside. It's gorgeous, and today I'm making a card using this suite that's right on the front, and I know you saw it already, but we are using this gorgeous suite, and look at that. Did you see that? I can open the catalog now on camera, which is so exciting. And so you can see here, this card that I am going to share with you today in the video is going to be actually stepped up one more step to make this a little bit more complicated and add some texture and interest back here in the background, but it's actually cased right from the catalog itself. So I'm casing this card. Now you can see this card is quite a bit more detailed than the one I made. That's totally okay. I want to show you how to make a fun and quick and easy Christmas card so you can make multiples of these to send out to friends this season. So this card is on page 19 of the mini catalog. I love this suite. Here, I'll give you the name of the suite. It's called the Painted Christmas Suite. It is a super suite, which means that it actually has two bundles in it. So we've got this bundle here that's got the pine cones, the holly berries, etc., with some awesome labels, and then you've also got this this bundle here that has the greetings, which is so stunning. Anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and make this card, but what I want to tell you is that it is Tuesday, and yes, we have a launch of a new catalog today and celebration brochure 2.0, whoop whoop! So yes, we have that launch, but also it is a Create and Color Challenge day, so that's super, super exciting, and the colors for this week's challenge are Very Vanilla, which you can see here, Garden Green, Early Espresso, and Real Red. And of course I added in some gold there with those, let's see what these are called. They're called the gold holly leaves. So I had to add some gold in there, of course, to add some bling bling. So let's go ahead and make this card. Alright, so I'm starting with a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock. This is the thick cardstock. It measures 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and then I've scored it in half at 4 1/4. It's going to open this way. Instead of this way, right? And so I'm gonna have the opening facing down, and then I've got this piece here of Very Vanilla, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I've got this piece here, and it's very intricate and detailed, but this is one of the pieces that comes, let me grab the bundle. This is the Christmas to Remember bundle. And it's this giant die right here. So you can see that's the more detailed one. There's also this one that has more of a background. So these are really pretty to layer together. You could do a lighter color and then a darker color to layer those. But I decided to just kind of stick with the tone on tone for this one. I thought that would be kind of fun. So we've got that beautiful die cut piece here in Very Vanilla. Now I'm going to admit too, I am not a huge Very Vanilla user, so I actually opened up this pack for the thick cardstock. I opened up the pack to make these cards, and I've had the pack for almost a year, and I just opened it. I can't even believe that, but you know what? I'm a basic white girl. So tell me in the comments, do you use Very Vanilla all that often? So of course the other thing with this is that when I send these cards, and of course I'm not sending them yet, but I am loving that we have this catalog coming out now so we can get a head start on that, our Christmas crafting. But of course when I send it out, I'll actually use our Very Vanilla envelopes instead of the basic white ones, because we carry those too, and they're gorgeous. Okay, so I just applied a little bit of that liquid glue to the back of this. You could also use an adhesive sheet. That's a very, very good option as well. But I just applied a little bit of that liquid glue. We'll get it to stick down, and I'm actually gonna grab one of my clear blocks, and I'm just gonna use it to help me press it down, just so that I don't rip anything with my fingers. Now you can see here that some of the places are popping up, so we'll just add some glue behind them to help them to stay down. I don't need every single area to stick down because like I said, I wanted to add some texture here, so I think it looks pretty fun. And it provides kind of a neat background, and I love that tone on tone die cut there to do that for us. I'm going to crease this one more time because I like it to lay a little bit flatter than it is. There we go. And now let's go ahead and get this guy on the card base. So now I've got my seal adhesive. This is my adhesive of choice. I do use the liquid glue, you know, really actually quite frequently. Really depends on the project, what I'm using it for, on which glue I'll use, but my preferred is the seal. I absolutely love our tape runners. All right, let's get that stuck down there, just like that. Look at how cute that is on its own. Okay, so now I've got this piece here, and I've already gone ahead and embossed this and die cut it. This label can be found, let me pull it out, hold on. This label is in the Christmas season stamp set, and it's this guy right here. So you can see that there is a large one, and then there's these two that are nested together, and I use that second one right there. So those three are somewhat similar though. And I love this sentiment, which of course came from that Christmas to Remember stamp set, and I embossed this with white embossing powder, and I already went ahead and die cut it because I wanted to save a little bit of time. And so this guy is ready to roll. And so we're gonna go ahead and add him using dimensionals. You can see I'm down to, look at that, 1. So I'm gonna bring in my snips, and I'm going to go ahead and trim the ends. Now, if you don't already do this, I highly recommend it because all of these edges are dimensionals too. So that's a great way to get some extra use out of these guys, so you don't have to throw them away until the sheet is completely empty. So there we go. We'll take all these backings off. Let me know in the comments too, have you already started crafting for Christmas? I have been, you know, I've been crafting for Christmas, but I haven't been doing it like exclusively yet. I do still have some plans for fall and Halloween, obviously. Okay, so now that we've got that on there, I'm gonna go ahead, oops, I got some glue goop on the back. I'm gonna bring in this scrap piece here of Very Vanilla, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp a couple of things that we're gonna then die cut. So I'm gonna start with my early espresso ink, and this is such a fun color combo. I wanted to do one that would be good for Christmas. Okay, so I know that this is scrap paper, but if you've been here for a while, you know I like to get the most use I can out of my scrap paper. So I've inked this, this is more of that detail or the filler image. I've inked that up in the early espresso. I'm gonna stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on, right on my piece there. And then I'm gonna take this one, which is more of an outline, and I'm gonna ink this up in the early espresso, and then I'm gonna ink that directly on here. I love that they're photopolymers, so you can see there that we've got some fun shadowing, and it looks so good. All right, so we've got that piece, and then we're gonna go ahead and use our garden green. And I've got 2 of the leaf images here. So I've got these pine needles, and these ones I'm gonna stamp in full force. So we're gonna go ahead and just ink those up in the garden green and stamp one of those. And then this is one of those little sprigs, and I'm gonna ink that up in the garden green, stamp it off once, and then we'll go ahead and stamp that down. I just wanted those to have 2 different colors, and this is a great way to make your ink colors stretch further if you don't have all of Stampin' Up's inks, is by stamping off, and that's called ink generations, I believe. Different generations of the ink. All right, now I've got that real red, and I am inking up those cute holly berries, and we'll go ahead and just stamp those down. And now we're gonna go ahead and die cut all of these. So I will do that and be right back. All right, so now I've got all these pieces die cut. We're gonna bring this guy back in, and I'm gonna start with the pine cone. And I know I want it up on dimensionals. So we're gonna go ahead and put some dimensionals, and I'm just gonna put them over on this side here because when it's popped up, it's also gonna be laying over this label here. And so if I put dimensionals on this side, it would make it uneven because it would sit on this, which already has dimensionals on it. So I've got that there, and then I'm gonna use my seal, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive on the side, and that's gonna help it just to attach to this label here. And then we'll stick that down. And now we've got these pieces, and I'm also gonna bring in my gold holly leaves. I'm gonna use one of the small ones and then one of the larger ones. And these are gorgeous, by the way. Let me see Let me get that closed and then I will come closer to the camera. Can you see those? They're so pretty. So we're going to go ahead and use glue dots to adhere all of these. So I have got my glue dots here and we'll just add them all. Whoops. And of course I'm on camera, so it's harder to pick them up. All right, let's see here. Okay, last one to add on there. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and I'll peel these off and start sticking them in. And the nice thing too about not having those dimensionals everywhere is that it's a little bit easier to sneak these leaves in. Or these pieces, I should say, because they're not all leaves. There we go. And then the important thing is we don't want it to hang off the edge of the card because it could get caught in the envelope. Okay, so this guy has one glue dot here. I'm going to go ahead and put another one on the other side, like so. And then I'm going to slightly tuck this under the pine cone. There we go. And then of course we've got our adorable holly leaves. Okay, and I'm being careful as I pick these up here. And then these ones are going to go right under the pine cone and onto the label. Just like that. Isn't that so adorable? And here's our last one. There we go. Isn't it cute? So here's our finished card. Isn't that so adorable? And look at the difference it makes. The only change I made from this card to this card was adding this background die cut piece in the same color, and it just makes it look worlds different. It's so stunning. So thank you so much for watching today. If you'd like to participate in this color challenge, you can use all or some of the colors that I used today and share it on social media with the hashtag #CreateInColorChallenge. And you can also head over to my Facebook group. That is a free community for you to bond with other crafters. We love seeing your creations over there. And of course, you can go ahead and share your cards there too. The link to that is down in the description box below, as well as the link to the blog post with the pictures of this card. And also, also on my blog, you can find the measurements and the products used. If you are not already working with a demonstrator and you'd like a copy of the catalog, this new mini catalog, even our annual catalog that's running right now, please send me an email. I'd be more than happy to send one your way. And my email can be found in the description box below, but it is melissa@stampwithmelissa.com. Please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps me out on YouTube, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.